a laugh there, actually. Colours are a
Right. No,
pigment of our imagination. Yeah, you didn't get that, did you?
no, not a
But
figment.
I've been planning that joke all day. But anyway, there we go. You can't win them all. Well, tell you what, I'll ask you a question. Could you tell me what are the seven colours of the technical name, the electromagnetic radiation spectrum? What are the
Right. All
seven
right.
colours?
All right. That's a bit complex, but I'll just give it a good guess. And this is not an educated guess. It's just a guess. So I would say blue, green, red, indigo, violet, and of course white.
Well, you're very, very good to get the indigo and the violet, the red, blue,
All right.
green.
Mhm.
White doesn't feature there really. Well, it
No.
doesn't. The actual, so the ones you missed were orange and what was it? Red, orange, green. Sorry, red, orange, yellow. Did you say yellow? I'm not sure you did.
I didn't say yellow.
So it's yeah, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And in fact, we talk about the colours of the rainbow,
Right.
which are exactly the same. But I think over the years, they adjusted the lyrics of the song, red and yellow and green and blue or whatever, by
Yeah.
sticking in other colours, which really are not to do with the spectrum of colours, the spectral colours. But yeah, you're very, very good because not many people say indigo and violet. So clearly something triggered there in you. But if I still maintain, I'll tell you this: that colours actually are a complete illusion, an illusion that's created by the brain.
Right.
Because and you may question this as we go along because a lot of people probably wouldn't believe this, but when you go into it and you see what the neuroscientists say, you would be hard pushed to disagree because
Right.
it is scientific fact that color is a trick of the brain. And now, why is that? Well, or how can it be? Well, I guess the first thing to say is that properties around us,
Yeah.
objects around us, it's not an inherent property that they have color at all. They have no color.
Yeah.
I see you're a bit troubled because
Sorry about that. I just thought someone was trying to get in, but they couldn't. But it's not. Sorry about that. I do
that's all
apologize.
right. No, no problem. Um, no, so throwing my train of no, what was I going to say? Yeah, colors are very much a trick of the brain because the things we see around us, you could look around your room there,
Uh-huh.
your microphone, your clothes, anything. You can look outside, and I can simply tell you as a fact, there's no such thing as a blue sky. There's no such thing as a red car, or for that matter, I'm wearing a red t-shirt. There's
Right.
not a red t-shirt at all. There's
Right.
no such thing as green grass. And I could go on, obviously. And it
Uh-huh.
sounds a bit ridiculous. There's no such thing as a yellow banana. And
Yeah.
you might think I've gone, shall I say, bananas in actually saying that. But it's true. And I'll try and explain why and come
Right.
back at me if you think I'm talking ridiculous nonsense. But which sometimes I do, I know. But yeah, what it is, objects themselves don't have any inherent color. What
Right.
happens is we have to start with the sun, not the newspaper, I hasten to add, but that great big thing in the sky. Now, what color would you say the sun is?
Red.
Red? You say red?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I think let's with our little emojis that we have these days, I think the sun is usually shown as
Yellow.
yellow.
Yeah.
Perhaps at dusk, when the sun's going down, we may well see it as red. But in fact, the sun is white. You did mention white. As red, but in fact, the sun is white. You did mention white in the
Right.
spectral colours, but it's not a spectral colour. But
Right.
in space, the sun is a white star. Now, white, believe it or not, in a sense, is a colour technically, but only in the way that is the absence of colour. So scientists say, yeah, white is kind of a colour, but it's really more the absence of colour. So the sun is white, and if you viewed it outside of our atmosphere, it
Right.
would only be white, because it is there to see as white. Now, the sun is an incredible star, and we know sometimes you can see comparative pictures of the Earth up against it, and I forget the number of Earths you could get in the sun. It's so many millions, but yeah, we are tiny in comparison to the sun. It's a huge star which has been going now for half its life. Apparently, it's been there for 5 billion years, and it's got 5 billion more to go. All the time, with this incredible chemical process going on called nuclear fusion, where all the hydrogen is converted to helium. Anyway, that's another story. But the sun's rays are really what we're talking about here. And within the sun, the rays that it emits are the colours of the spectrum. So all those 7 colours are contained in all of the sun's emission of rays, which pour down onto the atmosphere and out from itself. But as they come out, as they're emitted, the 7 colours actually come out as white in terms of wavelengths, a light wavelength, all of different wavelengths. So you've got 7 colours corresponding to different wavelengths of light. Now, as those, are you following this so far?
I
I shall
am.
be asking questions. I'll have to ask questions of myself as well. As those different lengths of light wavelengths, they pour onto the atmosphere, and there's a process called atmospheric scattering, which speaks for itself. It scatters those light rays. And as they pour through, the first thing that happens is the atmospheric scattering tends to focus on the blue spectral colour, that light wave, and creates a blue sky. There is no such thing as a blue sky. When you think of it, there's no such thing as a sky, is there? There's not a kind of a lid over us. Which is blue. It's nothing of the sort, but the colours coming, the rays, the light waves coming through the universe are scattered into a blue sky. And a beautiful blue sky it is as well, isn't it? We look up at it in the context of the green of nature, again, something else that's created by the brain from the light waves. And it's an incredibly beautiful planet. I mean, we can say that with no reservation at all. So anyway, the light waves come, and what happens is they hit, as well as coming through the atmosphere, they hit our eyes.